Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is create a new project. I'm currently on the Mac, so I'm just gonna use Xamarin. If you're on a Windows, I really suggest you use Visual Studio. Visual Studio IDE is really nice, sweet, has a lot of features that makes your life easier. I'm hoping to recreate as many features as I can, so at the same time you guys could have a fun time while you're coding. You'll need to start a new project. We're gonna start with a console project, eventually maybe even touch a bit of Windows projects, and maybe eventually to a WPF project if we go on. So start it off, go in the category for the language C#, select console project, press next. Just gonna say it's brand new life. Okay, so two things to know here. There's a project name and there's a solution name. A solution is basically, think of it as a container or a folder to hold in multiple projects if you want, right? So multiple projects could interact with each other or something like that, and they would all be in the same solution. Meh. It doesn't really matter. You don't really need a solution, to tell you the truth, but we're gonna have that, make our life easier, so for so. By the way, I'm gonna try and put everything on Git. As I go one by one, I'll push it, and you guys could download everything if you need to or not. But notice again, I'm using Xamarin. It should still work if you go on Windows with Visual Studio. It still has the SLN, the solution file, the project files, and etc. Okay, so creating the file. We're just gonna do a little quick overview of what's going on. Update later maybe. So first thing we notice, we'll get this solution on our left or on your right, wherever it is, and you'll get a bunch of stuff. Okay, we're not going to go too much in details, but this is our project, and our code starts in this place called program.cs. This is just a normal text file with extension .cs to say C#, okay, to make our life easier when we're looking for something. Now, we're not going to talk about the namespace yet, or the using for now. First thing we're going to talk about is just this. Well, we're going to talk about scripts versus compiled language. C# is a compiled language. What does that mean is the computer will go and grab every file you have, every code you wrote and everything, and everyone else's code that you added to your thing, and compile them into something that's runnable, usually like a binary code. And in the case of Visual Studio and C# language is the .NET bytecode, whatever that is. Okay, now when he compiles all of this and it's done and he has like some structure or a house or whatever you want to call it, he needs to figure out where is the entrance or where is the start of everything, and that start is always going to be this thing called main. All right, it's going to be a static void main, something like this. We're going to go more over it over the course, but notice that this is the entrance of our application. So the first line running in our application is always going to be in here between these two little curly braces. Okay? So for now, all our code should always be within these curly braces, whatever the code is. Okay? Just remember that as we go on coding. Okay? So that's all I gotta say for now. Anything else I'm missing? I think that's it. See you guys in the next